The air grew heavy. A strange metallic tang clung to it. It was shortly after midnight on December 2nd, 1984. In the bustling city of Bhopal, India, something sinister stirred. At the heart of the city, a monster awoke. The Union Carbide pesticide plant, a symbol of industrial progress, would soon become a monument to corporate negligence. A leak, a silent deadly release. Methyl isocyanate, a toxic gas, seeped into the night. It spread unseen, a suffocating shroud over the sleeping city. Panic followed. People woke to a burning sensation in their lungs, their eyes stinging. They ran, desperate for breath, desperate for life. But escape was a luxury many couldn't afford. The gas seeped into homes, choking families in their sleep. The streets became choked with the dying and the dead. The night echoed with the cries of the afflicted and the panicked whispers of survivors. This was not a natural disaster. This was a man-made nightmare. Dawn broke on a scene of unimaginable horror. The streets were littered with bodies, men, women, children, even animals. The air, thick with the stench of chemicals and death, was difficult to breathe. Hospitals overflowed, ill-equipped to handle the scale of the disaster. The official death toll over 3,000, a number that would grow in the days, weeks and years to come. The immediate impact was catastrophic. Thousands suffered agonizing deaths from pulmonary edema. Blindness, organ failure and severe burns became grim realities for countless others. The tragedy exposed the vulnerability of a city caught in the grip of industrial disaster. The environmental impact was immediate and devastating. Trees withered, their leaves blackened and curled, animals lay dead, poisoned by the toxic air. Bhopal, once a vibrant hub, was now a city shrouded in death and despair. The physical wounds may have healed, but the scars of that night run deep. The long-term impact of the Bhopal gas tragedy continues to cast a long shadow. Survivors, forever bound by their shared trauma, grapple with chronic health issues. Respiratory illnesses, cancer, neurological disorders and birth defects are a horrifying legacy for generations to come. The tragedy's impact extends beyond physical health. The economic and social fabric of Bhopal was torn apart. Families lost breadwinners, plunging them into poverty. The psychological trauma, the fear, the guilt and the grief continue to haunt survivors. The city, once a symbol of growth, now bears the stigma of the disaster. The soil and water remain contaminated, silent reminders of the poison that leaked into the city's veins. The fight for clean water, adequate healthcare and economic rehabilitation continues. Bhopal stands as a chilling reminder of the human cost of industrial negligence. Justice for Bhopal remains elusive. Union Carbide, the company responsible for the tragedy, settled out of court in 1989 for a paltry sum. A settlement that many survivors believe was a gross miscarriage of justice. Dow Chemical, which later acquired Union Carbide, has consistently denied liability, but the survivors refuse to be silenced. They continue to demand accountability and justice. They demand proper medical care for the survivors and generations affected by the disaster. They demand cleanup of the contaminated site. They demand that those responsible be held accountable. Their fight is a beacon of hope, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The echoes of that fateful night in Bhopal serve as a chilling reminder. A reminder of the devastating consequences of corporate greed and the urgent need for environmental and social responsibility. The fight for Bhopal is a fight for justice, a fight for accountability, and a fight for a future free from such horrors.